Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Pisces. So Pisces, as usual, I'm doing this reading with my own tarot deck, so the cards that you'll see are from this deck. So Pisces, it seems like you are really focused in building something or developing a project that has like a great deal of importance to you. It feels like, to you, this could be, as significant as, when the wheel was invented. So maybe you have this sense of responsibility that your creation, or maybe I should say co-creation, which, you're using the power of the sun here. So it seems like there is external things, maybe three factors that are going to influence how this creation comes to life. But the reason why I'm saying that it feels like you are reinventing the wheel is because I feel like, metaphorically speaking, the significance of this for you is because it's meant to last. It's meant to be passed down from generation to generation to generation. Because I feel like your motivation is that, those you love are going to be equipped by that, is what I'm hearing. It's like they're going to benefit from the use of this system, this it feels kind of like, building something that is organic but also uses technology that harnesses power from the sun. So we're starting with the sun, right? And straight away when this card popped up, peeking through my own window, peeking through the shades, the sun was announcing its presence. And I feel like it's the same thing for you, because Pisces, you are showing up as this King of Swords, which is very unlike you, right? And it's interesting because yesterday I was mentioning how the reading for Aquarius, being an air sign, it was a very strange energy because the predominance was the earth element, but Aquarius is an air sign, so it wasn't quite fitting, but it was very peculiar in that sense. And here you are, a water sign, Pisces, but being represented by the King of Swords, the air element. So, coming from that airy characteristic from Aquarius, but it has nothing to do with that reading. I don't see nothing similar in that case, but it seems like you are very focused, right? Because what I heard with the sun was, Pisces, look out the window, the sun is shining, right? So it feels like you have been almost like in a hermit mode, although the hermit is not here. But it feels like you are studying something, or it's like you are like searching for information and, like doing all of the studies and designs and creations in your mind, right? This is all in your mind. So it's like creating a project in your mind. It's like, working everything out mentally, but there is like this important piece, which is the light of the sun. Maybe not just the light, but like the heat of the sun that is greatly important for this to manifest, for this to come through, for this to be realized. So the co-creation aspect is here with the Three of Wands, right? The threes, to me, they symbolize the co-creation. So it feels like it's like you have been doing your part, Pisces. You have been working very intently, very focused in bringing this idea to fruition. And I feel like you have been, waiting other conditions or external, things to come your way so that you can bring this idea to life. The sun here is crucial because I feel like this is the last piece. The Three of Wands, traditionally, if we think of the Three of Wands as those ships arriving, right? Coming on the horizon line and arriving at shore. It's like, this is how the sun appearing at your window, it's feeling like. It's like the last piece. Now everything in this co-creation is here, is gathered up. So everything is now made possible for this idea to take shape. Because the Wheel of Fortune here is bringing all sorts of things. You know, this is where the message of reinventing the wheel is coming from. But it's also like part of like the machinery or the idea to start moving, right? I apologize for the noise. So the sun is like the force, the power that is going to make this wheel move. So I feel like you have been working with your own, you know, set of information and, you know, everything that you have researched about, you know, this type of engineering or, you know, design or system, or, you know, we could be talking about like how to heat water with the power of the sun, or, you know, make electricity with solar power, for instance. So there's a lot that you can do with this energy, but it takes a lot of intelligence and thinking things through and imagining and, you know, just focusing on how you're going to harness this power, because this is what you're doing here. It feels like you are like dedicated to a project that every single piece is here, but it really, like, it needs the power from the sun. So because of that, it's like, when all of these conditions are met, then the wheel starts, it's going to start moving, right? And it feels like this is what you've been waiting. Remember that, you know, before the Three of Wands, the Two of Wands is coming before. So I feel like you have been working out, you know, maybe it's a very cloudy day, or maybe you are, you know, heading towards winter time where, you know, the sunlight is very minimum. So it's like you are joining all the necessary pieces so that when this last piece, which is, you know, a natural phenomenon, there's nothing that you can do to control sun, but you can prepare the rest to be exactly in the right position, right? With everything set up for this sun to be harnessed, for this light and this heat to be absorbed and, you know, stored or like moved, right? To move this wheel. And so by moving the wheel, Pisces, it feels like things start to flourish and things start to like just show how much life there is. The Empress coming next. There are two things actually coming here. The moment this wheel starts to move, which, you know, to you, it's almost like the accomplishment, the size of reinventing the wheel. So maybe harnessing the power of the sun and moving something that is such a big deal for this land to prosper, for this business to, you know, take shape, for this project to launch, or whatever it is, right? It's like, there is a lot of abundance coming from when this machinery, this system is put in place, it's turned on with this solar energy. But the thing about the Empress here is that it's meant to be timeless. That's also the other thing in combination with the Wheel of Fortune. The Empress has no end, right? It's not the Emperor. So the Emperor would be like that complete circle. In this case, being the Empress, it's like it wants to be like an open system. So it's meant to be passed down. So what you're learning, what you are putting in place and starting off, it's meant to be passed down to others who are going to take care of, you know, the mechanics of it. The Knight of Pentacles, it's like the worker, the one who is going to actively work the system. It's like they are going to be the, you know, the ones who are going to guarantee that this continues, that even though, you know, you are the creator, you are the co-creator, you are the one who set it all up and initiated this movement. It's like these are this Knight of Pentacles is symbolizing the workers. And the reason why I'm saying that the ones who are going to continue the work that you're doing are related to you is because we're ending this part of the reading with the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups here is talking about those you love. So you are, it's like, it feels like you have some very specific knowledge which you have been working for a long time, right? Because you have been waiting on the right pieces, Pisces, to receive exactly the right amount. It's like, be in the right place at the right time, so that when the sun shines, it's going to give you exactly the last piece to make this wheel turn. And the moment that it starts turning, it's like the system is in place. It's like it's going to like have a life of its own, because also, you know, the Empress to me talks about this organic system. So although the Wheel of Fortune sometimes comes as like very artificial or very technological, very like the opposite of organic and natural, right? But in this case, I feel like the predominant message here with the Empress is that in order for this system to be an organic, like functioning and well-functioning, long-lasting system, like it's meant to be something that is going to be operated by those that you love. So they have also like this appreciation for everything that you have built. So it's not just a matter of, you know, making this sustainable for as long as possible, or, you know, for generations to come, because you are taking care of your family, you are taking care of, you know, and even if it's not directly your family or your kids or your grandkids, it's more like it's like it's proving how much you love, like, to leave a legacy. It's like you are getting everything that you know, all of your wisdom, all of your studies, all of, you know, your experience and expertise. You are learning like the way of the universe by harnessing the sun as much as possible. And like, you know, it's almost like, you know, the proper time of the year, or, you know, time of the day, because time is here, right? Time is here with the Wheel of Fortune. And your intention with all of this planning and program and design and study, and it's like there's so much like detail here. It's almost like the King of Swords is like this hermit alchemist, right? But it's like in terms of like engineering something, some sort of open system, like organic system that is meant to be alive and well and functioning for generations to come. And in a way that you know that you're going to be taking care of them even when you're not here, right? It's like your idea is serving a purpose to take care of those that are going to continue the work, right? It's like they are showing up as willing to put in the work, and without even needing to have any sort of final goal. It's like the goal is to make this as timeless as possible, as long lasting as possible. So I feel like you're gaining more than just, you know, putting in practice an idea of yours, which seems to be very prosperous and very abundant. And it feels like it's going to give you much more than just, you know, if we're talking about, you know, an irrigation system, for instance, just as an example, right? It's like, it's not just how, you know, useful that is going to be for, you know, the garden, or, you know, the field, or, you know, the livelihood of those who live there. It's like for generations to come. It's like it's going to benefit more people, because you're going to like, it's like people are going to partake in the education of using this and maintaining this and keeping this alive and well and functioning, right? I hope that makes sense, because I feel like there's a lot of prosperity, there's a lot of opportunity of growth and abundance and all of that, but it really requires that not only you put it in place and you wait for the right time to harness the power of the sun, but at the same time you teach, maybe it starts with one person, right? Because it's just the Knight of Pentacles, but it's like they're going to be so dedicated and so determined to be a part of this and see this through for the long run, right? Because it's an open-ended. So the intention is to keep this alive as long as possible so that others can benefit from that. So that, you know, there is this, maybe it starts with a partner, right? But in this case, I really do feel like it's like for the generations to come, for the generations to come. This is how I'm seeing these two energies today. So Pisces, this was actually a very short one, but I like it when it's so objective, and I feel like you are, right? Coming here, which is unusual, but coming as this King of Swords, it feels like you are more objective than ever. It's like you're very focused. You know what you're creating, what you're co-creating, what you need, what needs to be done to make sure that this really continues on after you're no longer, you know, leading this or here to see this through, right? I hope that makes sense. So I am going to pull more cards for you, and also I'm going to pull from the astrological runes in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be very happy to see you. You can find the link down below. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.